Mr. Morris, you mentioned the Violence Against Women Act, and it seems like women and women's health have been a big focus in the presidential campaign, certainly all across the country at this point. And certainly as it relates to health care. And I'm just interested to know from both of you whether or not you feel like government should regulate women's health more so than men's health. And also, one of the other issues that has come up is abortion. And I know that there was a bill that Mr. Nunnelee, I believe you supported, that would make abortion legal only in cases of forcible rape as opposed to normal rape. So I guess I would just like to know your definition of rape and how you feel like it pertains to women's health and abortions.
Well, that's 90 seconds.
Well, I think it is appropriate to begin a response to this question just by saying I recognize that there's only 2 men on this stage, and inherently, neither one of us fully understand women's health issues because we're not a woman. And that's why I think it is so important that women have a say and that women be heard on these issues that affect their bodies and their health. Even if the women speaking disagree, it's important that those voices be in the room. One of the disturbing things to me that I think the conversation about abortion, frankly, women's health issues in general, but abortion specifically, that I think has happened as a result of this really partisan and ideological divide that's come up, is we have lost the common ground that really I think most people share in genuinely wanting to reduce the number of abortions. But to do that, we have to have honest conversations about the root causes of what would make a woman even consider that option. And I think that means a look at stopping or preventing unwanted pregnancies from the beginning. Well, I'll finish up that thought.
Congressman, you have 90 seconds.
It's been my privilege to stand on the floor of the state Senate and defend life. And I have no apology for that. Because of the work that we've done, Mississippi has been recognized as one of the safest states in the nation for unborn children. A measure of society is how it treats those that are most vulnerable. And so I do stand for life. Now, Emily, the specific answer to your question, all rape is forcible rape. There are times the force is a weapon. There are other times the force is strength. There are other times the force is authority. And there are other times the force is age. But all rape is forcible rape. It is inexcusable.
Mr. Morris, 60 seconds.
I take Mr. Nunnelee at his word on the statements of forcible rape. The problem is the legislative record, and I don't want to get into any personal attack or beliefs, but the legislative record is that Mr. Nunnelee, his colleagues in Congress, believe the third most important issue to be addressed in this Congress, ahead of jobs, ahead of folks dying in Iraq and Afghanistan, was introducing a bill, H.R. 3, that did redefine rape, that did make a distinction between forcible and unforcible, that would have forced women who were drugged, who were too old and unconscious, who weren't of sound mind to begin with, to bear that pregnancy, and perhaps lose legal pursuit as a result of that. That's the type of hardline, ideologically driven legislation that I was referring to.
Congressman Nunnelee, 60 seconds.